I'm ready to go.
Okay. So last we left off, Alex Kinley was in the town of the animal-headed beastkin, and you know that things are going poorly with the elves. Apparently, from the word you've gotten a couple days ago, the princess sailed off with some sort of large gift and also a totem pole. Huh?
She got a large gift.
Yeah. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Yeah.
The seat's higher, so it's.
I was worried we'd be looking up to you the whole time. It's like, as the children talk to Alex Kinley, hello, mister.
Hello.
Do you have a copper? But so, yes, after getting a couple of large gifts, she also got a totem pole as well as an Alex Kinley pole. And, oh my. Notice this is not rated G.
No. PG.
At least PG. So she sailed away. Give me like a empathy or evidence analysis roll, your choice.
Yeah, I would got both. So.
You're thinking that it's pretty tense in the town, especially after the Elvish embassy was forcibly raided and a shit ton of like soldiers went there and dealt with a lot of honored ancestors that had been skillfully hidden in the floor.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So the elves were pretty upset, and they also forcibly turned the elves out of the town. The glowing red people from the darker skinned south have been rather conspicuously scarce along with their slaves. So no telling where they went to. But yeah, everybody is whispering about upcoming war. You notice the soldiers have doubled on the walls and such.
Yeah.
The Australian embassy's flag is flying proudly. Bright stars, bright clovers, bright bowl of milk with cereal in it and a leprechaun, whatever the Australian flag is. But yes.
I think you're thinking of something else.
That could be.
Possibly.
So what are you wishing to do? Because it's probably about noon now.
Right.
A lot of people in huddled groups whispering to each other as they are doing stuff. A lot of farmers trying to get their livestock into the thing. Others thinking, oh, nothing's going to happen. I can leave my livestock out here.
So you're going to teach me this air magic or what? Stop playing your game of whatever you're playing.
Ahoy looks at you. You're sitting in the Australian embassy chastising a bird. He's like, I'm just a fucking cockatoo. I'm not great at this.
You're magical.
That's right, I am.
I'll teach you magic then.
He attempts to know what he's talking about and fails.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Right, you're done.
Oh, he says. He hangs his head and shuffles around his cage.
Well, even I go to the bloody salamander. Maybe he might be able to bloody teach me something.
Hey, he's a little bit better, but still not a great teacher.
Of course not.
He has no idea what he's talking about.
Your pieces suck so bad.
They do. Are you going to make your next stop?
No, that's it.
Oh, you already picked up the goblin stuff?
Yeah.
Great. So, yes, after having a disappointing day, it's early dusk. You've gotten to listen to both a cockatoo and a fire salamander ramble insanely at you for hours, all to no avail.
It could be worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could have had to listen to humans. Oh, you've had it up to here with humans.
Okay, so as far as I know, so as far as the big plot thing, as far as the elves' secret attack, is that kind of like obviously there's underlying issues, but is that kind of fully dealt with now?
Well, their secret surprise has been dealt with, but based on your past experiences and your earlier role, you're thinking that tonight you should get to finally be able to kill a whole bunch of motherfuckers. So you're looking forward to it.
Better start sharpening my sword then.
Yeah. Is there anything special you want to do while you while away the time, or where would you like to go to? Here, let me give you a bigger map of what exactly the immediate town looks like. Ba-ding. There you go. Now, if you'd like to know where the Australian embassy is exactly, if you go to the, if you look at the brown road that goes from the docks to the fortress, the first gate that would enter from the docks, the L-shaped area, where that is, go 2 hexes to the southeast. That's about where it is.
It's not far from the docks then.
Well, no, it's a good way. It's a ways from the docks. There's a lot of area in each of these hexes. I think on the bigger map, it's like a few kilometers. So it's the city is quite large. The fortress is freakishly large. Arcology is more reasonably.
I should probably go because I believe I need a new sword.
The knife shop guy is still open and stuff. Although it looks like he is going to be closing up soon. You wander over there and look at his shop.
I can get it tomorrow.
You're thinking there may not be a tomorrow.
Well, I was just going to see if I could upgrade to a fine model, but then I realised I didn't think I've got any money anyway. So
yeah, good. So where
I know he was going with all the money.
Where would you like to hang out and wait for death?
I'm thinking they're probably going to attack. Now, are they going to be stupid enough to try and attack the castle? Because that is heavily fortified.
Well, the town walls also have the town walls also have cannons and stuff on them.
That's what I mean. Good. I'm one of those. Have some fun that way.
No worries. Whereabouts on the wall would you like to go to? Because they are happy to have more defenders and stuff, and Australians are known as fierce fighters.
I suppose I'll just make sure I'm at the close to the gates.
Which gates?
Second gate.
Last we left off, Alex Kinley had his face pressed up against the knife shop window, looking like one of those kids outside the candy store who also has no money.
Licking the window.
Okay.
You missed it. Jump 2. I'm manning a cannon on the wall, bitch.
Right.
Yeah. By the second gate.
No problem. The soldiers are delighted to let you up there. Because they have no idea what kind of horrible shit you're going to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, with base cannon, there could be a lot of shenanigans going on.
Now, good news, you're going to have a loading crew. Bad news is the cannon fires at the same rate as the British Royal Navy in the 19th century, meaning 2 to 3 times per 5 minutes. So that gives you a lot of downtime while they fucking get it ready for the next shot.
I'm guessing this will be kind of a pseudo combat round.
Correct. Yeah, can you imagine? It's like, all right, let's go for 30 rounds and then you can try firing again.
Can you imagine the bloody car roaring?
Okay, eventually you see First off, the woodsmen and stuff come running in. General alarm starts, horns, whistles, etc. This causes a flare come up from the fortress. You see farmers and stuff are just, a lot of them are just now fucking moving their animals toward the town. You're thinking Darwinism at work. Of course, there's the one old farmer sitting in his little fortified house. I've been here for 3 years. I ain't moving nowhere.
Yeah. And he'll still be the one still alive at the end of it.
Maybe. Civilians running around. In fact, you even see a rabbit running around in a frock coat going, oh dear, I shall be too late. And runs by. More guards are coming into the walls and stuff. Which part of the town wall are you on?
The inner, so we've got the big castle with the L shape with the 2 gates.
Yep.
I'm on the second gate, so basically the one that leads into the castle.
Most of the guards are on outer walls because that's where the action will be first.
Okay, I'll be on the gate by the outer wall.
Sure, which one? There's
the one. Oh, well, they come from the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So you're saying I have to be on the downtown gate then?
Or the archaeology wall, or the distinct shit area wall.
Well, let's go. You know what? Just going to be first to meet combat. No, it won't be. Downtown wall.
They will not be the first to get combat, but it's definitely on the outside. Well, look out.
Coming from the north.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they have to go all the way around the top to get to the archaeology gate.
No, they just go straight down.
They're just going to go right through the wall.
Well, they're probably going to there's probably going to be some fuckery at the archaeology. You're going to guess, because here, let me show you the bigger map of everything. Yep. The map's in the upper left. Essentially, they're coming in from here. Uncover some more. The dark green line along the top is the woods.
Right.
And if they move straight down to the south, you haven't actually seen any of them yet, then the archaeology is a natural first target. The downtown outer wall toward the fortress is a natural second target, although some of them may skirt around the archaeology and decide to bash their heads right against the fortress wall. You're not sure.
Yeah, you know what? I will. I'm not. You know what I'm going to do? I mean, I do not want to be surrounded, which you could if you were in the north part of the archaeology. So I want to have a retreating point. So let's start at the downtown gate. And when they get to that and they start trying to break in, then I will move the thick back to the fortress for protection.
Tap the map where you're wanting to be so it makes little circles. Okay. I like that feature. No problem. You were there. That is take a card for thinking about retreat angles at the beginning.
Oh yeah. Get rid of one. That is, victory prestige mod. Is it a prestige mod? No? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, yeah. This is nasty. Give me a listen roll as you get to hear an unusual sound.
Golf plus 20. I'm sorry, Doc.
You can hear Doc Fulton screaming somewhere in your mind.
What roll, sorry?
Listen roll for something unusual.
I think I get it with that, but nothing's... Oh, no, I just failed by 2.
It's a really weird sound that you can't quite make out. It kind of like sounds like somebody slowly snapping really big sticks.
What?
Not sure what it is. And give me a feel roll.
Huh. sure that's a no.
No?
Right.
Don't worry, you've got one more try here. And give me a spot hidden roll.
Great.
It shows you like looking around and hearing these weird noises, and then you look over at this at this big cup of whiskey that's sitting on the wall, and the rings go out from the center of it and make ripples that go out to the edges. You say, is my whiskey possessed?
That can't be good. Demons.
You like their modernish weapons here that are just a bit more primitive. I mean, shit, you'd rather have a nice chain gun or something, you know. But this is definitely not demon inhabited.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that at the L-shaped gate back on the other side of the city, there appears to be a lot of fuckery going on of what little you can see, because soldiers are trying to get out of it to help out in the town, while civilians are trying to herd livestock into it. So you're really happy that you're not right there. The Elf Embassy fails to spring its trap, but you begin to see something slowly emerging from the woods. It appears to be a huge fucking dragon, but it's missing its head and one of its feet for some reason. And it's coming out and it's stomping toward you. And everybody is beginning to wildly fire their cannons at like long range toward it. Your cannon crew looks at you.
We're gonna wait, fellas. When we can see the white of its eyes. Oh shit! Hold on. Wait until we can see.
Take a card. The guys all look at it. Look at you. Look like they're rhino headed and like they're going.
Oh shit! I hit F1. What happened? Oh no!
What?
I hit F1 instead of 1. Brought up some help center.
No. I don't know what that means.
Right. Well, there goes that plan. Right, change of plan. Let's just wait until it's close enough so we can hit it, rather than firing like these stupid idiots.
No problem.
Obviously, way out of range. I'm guessing it's way out of range at the moment.
It's definitely at max range. Like take some heavy negatives and shit.
Yeah.
And
I've already got heavy negatives because I can't use a cannon.
There you go. No problem. You then also see it looks like a bunch of honored ancestors, as the elves call them. The things that are tightly wrapped up in cloth and then put in more loose fitting stuff. It's like mummies wearing Native American Indian clothing. They're coming out of everywhere. Some of them are fast running, but the majority seem to be shambling along.
Yeah.
And also, give me a super hard spot hidden roll, at least at half, to see stuff in the dark, in the woods, etc.
No.
You feel better. And no problem. It looks like all of them are moving this way. They seem careful to avoid the grapes planted in the east for some reason.
What?
The grapes planted in the east part of the fields that I pointed out earlier.
You point that, when did you point that out?
That they planted grapes in the east. That was back. I had buried it in the descriptive text because I'm a bad man. Part of the city collapses behind you as something explodes in the sewers. Apparently, they had some sort of gunpowder plot.
Bastards.
And no problem. More shit is coming out of the woods. The headless dragon is just getting fucking pasted. But then you see what appears to be really huge undead. Give me a sanity roll, as these things are about 10 to 15 meters taller than the fortress wall.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got it.
1 point toward whatever kind of undead you want. And you go, that's not something I get to see a lot of.
Not just a general.
Those things are moving more quickly. Your guess is that the dragon was sent out to absorb a lot of cannonballs and shit, which it does, to give these things time to get going. And it looks as though all the undead are rushing your direction. Your cannon crew stands by, waiting for you to do stuff.
What, in Netflix?
Oh, they're waiting to reload and shit.
Okay, I'll wait until I think it's in a decent range.
All right, you want to go cannon ×1 instead of ×half?
Yeah.
Sure. Are you going for one of the big fuckers or some of the little fuckers?
I will go for one of the big fuckers.
Excellent. You can fire at them further away and have it be at full. So go ahead and give me a cannon shot, please.
I'll use my skill 10. With the skill, no.
No problem. The cannonball just barely misses, and there's this hut made of thatch and shit, and it just blows it up, and you see these 3 pig-headed guys go, "Wah!" and they run over to a different fucking hut that looks like it's made of a sturdier wood.
That's nice. I'm going to destroy that next.
The undead continues marching toward you. The cannon guys are reloading as fast as possible.
Are we doing this? How are we doing the cards in this? Pseudo combat.
Here, I'll just flip a.
No, I mean, like
every now and then.
Are my cards all pulled or just one per go?
Actually, go ahead and let's see. You start with 3 pooled.
Okay.
So pool 2 more, and then I'll flip a card.
I've got 2 rerolls, so I'm just going to use those because I want to try and make every shot count.
You're thinking you've got plenty of time, even at their faster rate of speed.
I might as well burn the rerolls and doing it now, because then if I get it now,
you've got about 10 shots before the big undead get here. Just so you're aware. Yeah, everybody does. Who the fuck builds up cannon skill, really?
Well, I want to now.
Okay. Well, no, I'm saying you've got 10 shots to get a check in it before it's like, haha.
Okay. Well.
So it's up to you, but I'm saying you've got plenty of time.
All right.
Because these things are fast-ish, but compared to them, it is a huge amount of ground to cover. Also, the missed cannon shots, aside from battering down the home of those 3 pig-headed guys, any misses are pretty much guaranteed to be taking out some of low undead.
Yeah.
So we'll go into next pseudo round.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dramatic, of course. Villains are first. Pistol whipping one of your cannon crew is approved for no good reason.
Swine. Let's see, the swines were over there.
Go ahead and take another shot with your cannon, sir.
Yeah.
No problem. Next pseudo round. Villains are first and get magic point regen. All of them look rather excited. Instead of firing the cannon this pseudo round, pulling a hood up is approved. Wow, is that a crit?
No, 17.
Okay. No problem. It does considerable damage. Basically, I figured out ahead of time hit points versus cannon damage. Roll less than a 50 and you destroy the big undead. Over a 50 and it's fine. It just knocks off some part. Fine. No problem. You kill it. There's a wild cheering and stuff.
What 2 or 1?
There seems to be like a dozen or more of these super huge undead and countless numbers of the little undead. You take some more cannon shots. Basically, you miss a lot more than you hit, but I'm not too worried about that. The important thing was you got a check in cannon. But eventually, actually, give me 3 cannon rolls just to see overall how you do. If you get 2, 1, you're doing okay. 2, you're doing really well. 3, you're smoking it. Nobody's gonna get 3. I'd be rather shocked if you somehow got 3.
Yes. 1.
Okay, you're doing okay. Yeah, it's not horrible, but yeah. So eventually, you've got like one of the big undead in your sector, and the small undead, the city walls, as stated earlier, not really that high, like 5-6 meters. It's a glorified fence, basically. And so you've got the one big thing, which is going to be punching down, and you've got the little ones that are stacking up like cordwood, trying to make like a undead pyramid, so to speak, so that they can start getting over the walls.
Gotcha.
So we're now going to go into next round and find out generally what you do. Just so you know, these things are fucking tough as shit. Jumping something on foot or vehicle is approved, and you could literally jump onto the thing's arm if you wanted to, but they are super tough, just so you're aware. And you're first.
Could I jump like to cover? Like jump like off the? I don't think I want to be where the big thing is. There's not a lot I can do against it. I'd rather fight the small things when they eventually get over the wall.
Well, right now people are desperately trying to hold the walls, and there's even people that are using like really small cannons to try to shoot the undead thing. You do see further down the wall some shadowy figures with like an Australian flag that are like running up the arms and shit of the big things trying to get it.
Maximum effort, doesn't it?
Maximum effort.
I jump onto the thing's arm.
If you miss, then you'll be down among your new friends, so you can kill them. Oh, all right. You jump onto its arm. It draws back to begin punching, so its arm is like next to its head for next round, because these things are not really fast punchy.
Yeah.
So it draws back, it cocks its arm. Oh god damn. Villains are first. It's going to be punching, and this will be difficult to pull off. I will give you a free dex roll to stay on the arm if you wish to do the approved action, which is posing dramatically.
Oh, stand like that.
Give me a free dex roll as you pose dramatically as it punches. Right, it punches the fortress with you posing on its arm. Then it seems to notice you, like. So we now go to grab your card. Next round. Villains are first. Heroes are second. Grappling is approved. It goes. And it's going to try to crush you.
I will dodge, maneuver, whatever you want.
Dodge. Okay, you're on full dodge, and it goes.
You suck.
Even if you don't make your dodge, unless you fumble your dodge, then manage to dodge into it, you're fine. Great. You're running around going, "I'm the gingerbread kidney."
Dexterity maneuver is same as dodging, isn't it? I keep forgetting about that.
I think so.
There is no dodge skill anymore, is it?
Hooray!
Yay.
Next round. You being on this thing seems to have distracted it from punching the fortress.
Yay!
The undead are currently your cannon crew is currently fighting the undead, and I will give them a roll to see how they're doing this next round. Villains are first, heroes are second. Nothing is approved. So the villain goes, and it prepares for maximum squishing effort. It's your turn.
Yes.
It's got.
Alex Kinley. I am going to quick draw my sword. Think. Yes. And this is running slow today. Come on. Okay, there you go. Attack. Got it. Is there anything else? No.
Oh, by the way, you're at a plus 30 to hit this thing because it's that big.
Yeah.
And you're not.
No problem. I'm going to use my plus D8 damage card.
You hope it helps. This thing has a fuck ton of hit points.
I know, but I'm thinking that 2 dice rolls better than 1.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that much. Take that much. Oh shit! 14 total.
It's a pretty good wound. If you were to do 2 or 3 more of those, it would definitely fucking be fucked. But Holy shit, are these things huge and tough.
I'll keep track.
Please. Right, we now go for the roll to see how the people on the wall in your sector are doing. They are following your lead. Next round.
Woot, woot.
Well, they're not running up there. They're just killing the small undead.
That's good.
Villains are first. It's going to be trying to squish the shit out of you. Unfortunately for you, posing dramatically is approved. So do you think that you can fucking survive its strike? It seems to a bit clumsy, but it is really big hands. It's anti-Trump size hands.
Am I not getting the same offer as before? Free maneuver, dramatic pose.
Well, that was for when it was cocking back and getting to punch it.
I will maneuver.
You want to dodge instead?
I'll try and get the shit out of there.
It tries to squish you like a no. Your dodging was completely unnecessary. You could have just stood there and went ha ha ha. But that is risky as fuck because you're pretty convinced that had it gotten you, you'd be Alex Kinley paced. So, no problem. We now go to next round. The soldiers are continuing to fight against the undead. A lot of them are using like things to push them off. They're dumping burning oil, which doesn't have near as much effect on them. Villains are first, and babbling incoherently is approved. It cocks back its hand again. It really wants to squish you, and it's not smart enough to think of a new way to do it.
So heroes are first, you say, sir?
No, villains are first. Babbling incoherently is approved. It's round. It goes. It's not going to be able to hit you this round. It's cocking back its arm for maximum effort.
Sorry. Right. Stab. Got it. Another 5 hit points.
No problem. We now go to next round. Villains are first and in God mode this round. Lighting. Same thing as in video games when you're in God mode.
Oh,
yes, no mana used, no hit points lost. You're in God mode. Lighting a fire is approved. It attempts to squish you, going.
I did get my dodge.
You did?
What?
Ooh. It didn't hit. Right. Let's see how the next round is. Villains are first. Stealth is approved. Below you, you literally see like there's a bunch of undead at the wall, but it looks like they're covering the field almost from you to the forest. That's how many there are.
God damn.
Just to give you an idea. Cannons are cutting large swaths of them as the balls are bouncing on the field and such. The creature is cocking back its hand this round for maximum effort. It appears to be doing as much damage to this arm as you have. You're thinking that if you were to hit it for another above 10 points of damage, you'd need to find a new place to stand. You wave your sword around experimentally.
Actually, you know what? That hits.
Oh my God.
My sword went up 3 points last time.
So you're above expert in sword.
Yeah.
You are the Highlander.
7 more.
All right. And we go for next round. Possibly the last for its arm. Villains are first. Grapple is approved. Heroes have a small chance of being knocked down into a literal horde of the undead should they be knocked off this thing's arm. It's going for maximum effort, and here's the problem. Your dodging needs to be a moving one because it may knock its arm off.
I was going to say, can I maneuver at this point to another part? Use my whole round just to...
Yep, go for it.
Also try and get to another part of its body.
Yep, you're going up its shoulder. Give me a roll.
Better than the mouse.
Ooh, it's going to squish you like a bug.
I did get my maneuver. So
wow, you're really good at that.
Yeah.
Up a lot. No problem. It knocks its fucking arm off, which crushes like 20 of the things below, which is unfortunately just a drop in the fucking bucket. And you scurry up its shoulder and it goes, And
here we are. Stop.
But wait, there's more.
Oh,
We haven't gotten to the next round yet. It turns toward you and opens its mouth, and inside you see looks like either an honored ancestor or an elf that's dressed as an honored ancestor who goes, "Yeah," and black energy, sickly and syrupy, is beginning to spring forth from it. Next round. Villains are first. Doing a pelvic thrust dance is approved.
Sorry,
Well, yeah, but there's somebody who lives inside of its mouth, and the mouth is big enough to do this. So, are you on full defense this round? Because you think that the elf's going to cast a spell on you. You have no idea what the air thing is doing.
Not really. I was going to try and get to the elf to kill it before it casts a spell.
Unfortunately for you, it's first. It casts a spell upon you as you rush toward it.
What, one round cast?
Well, who knows how long he's been doing things in there.
It's pretty shit.
Well, most of the PC, well, some of the PC spells are 1 round. A dark ray of death misses you just by that much. It looks upset.
He's that good at magic. Huh?
Would you like to do a pelvic thrust dance at him or rush toward him?
I need to rush towards him.
Give me a maneuver roll as you're doing the dive between the thing's teeth, which are beginning to close. You are now in the mouth with it.
Doing it. It's now going to get taken from inside. That sounds so wrong.
Open the mouth.
Okay, basically, you know the alien sketch you sent me?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be that.
Oh, God damn it.
It's burst from its chest. Well, yeah, that's going to be like, holy shit, we got to get out of it.
Villains are first. Heroes are second. Swimming is approved, but not really possible where you're at, although you are standing on a large tongue. Right. It goes for quick draw, large sacrificial. Right. It slowly removes a large sacrificial dagger and shows it to you. And it hisses, Latin, Latin, Latin.
Stop changing. Damn it. Too tempted to use a reroll on that.
It says things to you. You do catch one of the 3 words, though.
Get chicken last.
All right.
Oh, motherfucker.
You burning another reroll?
I have 1 left. I don't think it's worth it.
Well, it said, what?
Yes, I got this thing.
It says, oh, okay. Death to Australia.
Back in Latin, I say, I'm Alex Kinley. Chapel.
Go for it.
Battle cry. Oh, yeah, that's good. We like that. Oh, not too good.
You minorly wound him.
Aha! I play with you. Latin.
Oh, you have 60 or more in Latin?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, no, exactly 60.
Okay. Villains are first. Heroes are second and must free the hostage. You have no hostages, hence you're okay. Throwing or dropping something currently held's approved. If you drop your sword, you can get a card.
Oh, no. I want to get a parry check.
The villain, so are you fighting offensively or defensively?
Defensively, because my skill in swords is that much higher.
That makes good sense. He thrusts his huge dagger at you. Try your defense to get a check. You made it?
Yeah.
God damn, you're good at this. All right. And do your attack at
Kennedy, come on.
Do your attack at -30, sir. Yeah, everybody else is shit at these weapons. Meanwhile, it's getting darker in here, and soon you'll be at a negative because the mouth is closing. Excellent. Right. Give me a luck roll at -30.
No, I'm going to spend a positive roll.
Oh.
Got it. Or a -30, that would be so. Yeah, got it.
Oh, not a -30 for that roll. That was something else. But
no, it was -30 for my attack.
Oh yeah,
because I'm doing it defensively. That's still 9 more points of damage, so he's up to 11.
He goes and he falls over, and the teeth go. Why, it's dark in here. Next round.
Hmm.
You're at a negative 30 for anything you do now due to no light. Heroes are first and overload. Your cybernetic stuff shorts out.
No.
Wildly. Spending your entire round wildly gesticulating in the dark, in the mouth, the closed mouth of this thing is approved.
I really don't think I should.
You could if you want.
I've got two important things to do.
Ah.
Like take down a giant undead creature from inside its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Without blowing all my parts. Yay! Sorry, heroes, I keep forgetting. Right, I've got to get rid of some cards. Shit. Come on, pay attention. Maximum effort. Right. Well, I had that. Cool. I'll play that when I need it next. Okay, so my round is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and basically hack the shit of this thing from inside.
Go for it.
Basically, just destroy its head from inside its mouth.
You're at a plus 30 to hit because everywhere is pretty much a target.
Basically 0 now.
Correct.
So it's not plus negative 30 plus 30. Yeah. Cool.
You're surrounded by it. Hitting it is not a huge problem.
3 more points. Pya!
No problem. And give me a dex roll at negative 30 because of multi-action. This is the free dex roll because a huge jar runs through it as apparently it hits something like the wall at last because now it's got you in its mouth, safe, trapped, and it knocks you over because of the fucking impact going through this thing. Or perhaps it moved its tongue slightly and that knocked you over. You're really not sure. You're in the dark and knocked down.
Boston.
Next round. Villains are first. Hit points and magic points are refreshed. The thing you're in gets better. Babbling incoherently as you lay on your back is approved.
Is that a total heal?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, you should have seen the new guy fighting somebody in your blood dome. The bad guy kept getting total healed like 4 times. So, yeah, it's fun for the bad guy. Anyway, so villain goes, it cocks back its arm and prepares to unleash hell upon the city walls. Meanwhile, roll for your allies. Give me a listen roll through the teeth and shit there, Mr. Kinley.
Yes.
You hear, retreat back to the fortress. Oh no, you think. You may be left alone in a fucking solid mass of the undead soon.
As I burst from its chest.
So,
I'm saving a plus 20 intimidate card. When I burst through its chest.
Wow. Okay. Well, this thing is totally healed. And it has more hit points than you and several of your. It has more hit points than the PCs combined, I think. But so
I get up this round, I guess.
Yay! Next round. Villains are first, heroes are second. Take a card.
Nice.
If no jackass ready the session, draw a card. GM call.
Good.
Now,
where were you fucking earlier?
You've got a choice. You can either brace yourself and attack at negative, or you can attack at full and brace yourself at negative because big jarring impact.
I will attack at negative.
Give me a brace yourself with dex at full, or be knocked down again.
Yeah, got it.
Oh.
And then my attack roll.
I was going to start singing the I Get Knocked Down song.
And one high jump. Fuck's sake. Bloody twos.
You're feeling like your best attacks in here are to no avail.
I persevere.
Very well. You're thinking by the time you cut your way out of this thing's chest, the battle may be over one way or the other.
That's not a bad idea. Actually, the way I see it at the moment, I'm actually in probably one of the safest places I can be.
You have a point. Villains are first. Heroes may only defend this round.
Come on.
Stabbing yourself for full damage, including strength bonus, is approved. Right. It cocks back its arm. It's really working on this fucking fortress thing. You defend. Great. Next round. Heroes are first. Villains can't use ranged weapons. Several of the elves stop shooting their bows this round. Making gang signs is approved. If you'd like to do that in the dark.
Unfortunately not.
And you once again have the choice between either brace yourself at full or attack.
Otherwise, I'm going to be doing always
brace. Great. Go for it.
Got the brace. Didn't get the attack.
You flail around within the cavernous creature. It's creatures in caverns. It smacks the shit out of the wall. Let me see how it's doing there. You hear the wall literally crumble to shit. And, oh, give me a luck roll for free there.
I got it, but nothing special.
Right. Its teeth moved a little bit apart so you could see outside as it smiles. And
oh man, I wonder if there's a way I can turn this into a puppet.
You're not even sure if it remembers you're in there.
I know, probably not.
Villains are first. Defending is approved. For its round, it begins. You can see through the gaps in the teeth as it's smiling now. It begins striding toward the fortress.
Must destroy. Right, got my thingy, got my other one, and
You say
it's adding up, okay.
Yeah. Next round. You're wishing you had a fucking cannon here. In fact, the cannons are pretty much 1 to 2 shot kills on these things. Anything else is not a happy time.
Yeah, but it could take me 10 rounds to actually hit something with a cannon.
Yeah, you're good.
Until I build up my skill.
Yeah, you're good with the cannon. Villains are first. Acrobatics inside of the mouth is approved. It attempts to crush the shit out of a random building by stomping on it. It says it shows like a giant D4, and then that's a building that steps like a.
Oh,
Ooh.
Crit my attack roll.
Don't forget your balance roll and stuff as you're going.
That was the first one.
Good man.
The first one.
Yep, I see it. Go ahead and roll some damage there.
Damage. Come on, double. Let's do it. I want to do it at the same time. It's so exciting. 2 rolls of D10. Come on, big numbers. 14. We like that.
That is not bad.
That is not bad. So
let me double check on the hit points of this. As you're riding around, you can kind of see why this may be a prestige mod.
It is probably the most fun prestige mod I've ever done, though. I don't think I've ever ridden around in a giant undead, just fucking hacking away at its head from the inside. I do want to eventually make my way down to its chest so I can burst out its torso.
That makes good sense too.
I said, I'll be hacking into its tongue, so I'm just hacking my way down through its throat.
Well, if you could see, then you'd be very fucking happy. Oh, you've now done enough damage. How much total damage have you done?
23 total now.
Wow. 23 times 2 is 46. Holy shit. You actually have a chance of destroying it. Give me because the way they do damage is like the skeletons in Call of Cthulhu. Roll a 23 or less.
7.
Motherfucker. Right, now give me a luck roll at -30. This is the fucking badass luck roll here that you by a quarter. Great.
Even with -30, that's by a quarter.
Yeah, it goes and it shows here's a city wall. It goes. You're going to take some damage, but the mouth opens and you roll onto the fucking city wall, and the guards are like, huh. So roll 3d6 damage on yourself.
Oh, shit.
It's going to be half and half. So you can spend a pause to reroll some or all of the die if you wish, as you are in a literal giant.
Oh, hold on. No, this wouldn't be a direct damage against me, is it? It's not direct tagged because it's
no, it's area effect because of the you're inside of the mouth.
No, you know what? Fuck it. I'll tell you that.
All right.
There's half and half, so
yeah.
5 real, isn't it?
4 real. Oh, 4 real. Give the players the benefit of the doubt.
4 real and 5. Why am I still rolling?
You weren't happy with that damage, and you wanted more and more, and it obliged. So no problem. And give me at -60 either jump or acrobatics to be super fucking slick. It's here like at a quarter or -60, your choice, to basically end up on your feet going, I'm out, skidly bitches, as opposed to
-60. That's got to be a quarter.
Go for it.
Acrobatics. And so you said acrobatics or jump?
Yeah, either one. This is for ending up on your fucking feet.
Come on, 15. Oh no, hold
on. You're doing well on 3d6. Yeah. I was like, that's an impressive roll.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, you kind of roll out and you lay there on your back for a minute as this thing's head is like next to you, and people are like, no problem. Next meta round, you've gotten up. Beating something with a blunt object is approved. Blunt object. Villains are first, heroes are second with a free reroll. You see that like a couple of the faster honored undead zombie things have climbed up the wall and are poking their heads over.
I point at the thing that's just collapsed, the big thing. I point at that, and then I go and I point at them.
Give me an intimidate roll. It has to be amazingly high or amazingly good, because these things are undead and don't really.
+20. Come on. Oh. No. I got it with +20, but
yeah, you got check and intimidate, but it's really hard to phase the undead.